So the session will be recorded as always. Okay. Now, um, let's start with Facebook. So the very first thing that we need to do on Facebook is obviously having an account, and I have one, and we need to create a business account. How to create a business account? You need to go to this page. It's called business.facebook.com overview. You better put overview because if you're gonna put just business facebook.com, sometimes it might go somewhere else and it's not just not gonna show this page where you can create an account. So just go to this page. It also depends on your country obviously, because for me it works this way. For you people who are in the US or Canada, it might work different way. So you just need to see this page. It's the same everywhere. Next thing, obviously, we're clicking here, a huge button that says create account. When you create an account, you can just put, whatever. For example, if you want to, I don't know, help with agency, you can just put some agency name or whatever you feel like. You can just put the name of account, you put in your name, which should be your name and email address. After that, Facebook will send an email to your to email that you sent, and they're just gonna confirm everything that you need. Plus, they also might ask you to, like they did me ask yesterday. They asked me yesterday to reset my password, send me my ID. So there was a lot, and I actually got one of my accounts banned. So today we're gonna watch my second account. So anyways, once I cannot create right now more than two, and I have two business accounts of it, already. You can create only two. So if you need to create more, you can ask, I don't know, your relative to create an account for you, and they're just gonna give you like admin status, so you can access that account. But Facebook right now limits its um, creating business accounts only two per account. So remember about that. So once we created an account, it will bring us to this page. So this page is Facebook Business Suite. In here, you're gonna see all your pages that you have, and just a few other information. But what we need in here, we need to click on Settings, and then we're gonna go to Business Settings. You're just clicking in here. So business settings, basically settings of your account, and in here, for to start, you just need to do very few things. It's first is to go to pages under account. So go into pages, and in here you would add the page that you want to manage with that business, a particular business account. So you're gonna click in here, and there are a few options. So first, you have add a page. So for example, like us, we're having already an account. Um, we have Olive Technologies, Canada, UK, India, Europe, UK. I said UK. Um, whatever. We have accounts, so we're just gonna click in here. We're gonna put whatever account page you have, and just click submit. It's gonna add this to your account. Another option is request access. So for example, you have a client. Let's say you work in an agency, and you got a client. He can give you, if they have all this set up, which would be pretty rare, but they might. They're gonna give you access. And then lastly, you can create a page. So creating a page is basically the same process as creating just normal page. On Facebook, it's gonna create a normal page, and here, if you're gonna click, you can choose several options. So that's pretty simple. So after you have a page, my page is here. You're gonna go to add accounts. And add accounts, you're gonna have to add one account. So again, few options. So you can add an account if you have some. You can request access to add account. So for example, someone created an ad account before, and you just want to ask them like, hey, can you give me an access so I can manage it too? You can do it, but we don't have any, so let's just create new. So in here we're gonna put the name. Um, and currency, you're gonna put whatever currency you feel like. If you want, you can put peso, Uruguayan. You can live with dollars, which would be the easiest way, I'd say. And you click on next. Um, so here they're asking you, who will this ad account be used for? So you're gonna use for your business. In our case, it's going to be yes, or you can use for another business. So we're gonna create for my business. Now in here, once you created your first account, all you need to do is just to click here, manage ad account. It means it gives you all the manage rights, and you can manage this account completely, like you have full access. You can also add a few people. I don't know, Luis, I don't have you. Well, let's say Paul Gorapo. So you're just gonna put the name and then select, because I don't have him as a friend on this account. But basically, you're just gonna create choose a person, and then you're gonna give permissions if you want. So okay, here we. So after you created an account, you basically ready. You also can, and I would recommend you to create Pixel. Pixel is the same thing as, remember we were talking about connecting your website to LinkedIn, for example. So that's basically the same thing, Google Pixel, but it just has a bit more functionality for you. But we're gonna talk about this in next sessions. So guys, any questions so far?
No, it's pretty straightforward.
Right. Okay, so
Andre, sorry,
go
quick
ahead.
question. You said we have we're allowed maximum of 2 accounts, correct?
Yep. So if you
Now,
want, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, within each account, is there a limit to pages that can be created?
Well, I can't really say what exactly is limiting, but you can create just 2 business manager accounts. So, but if you need more, again, as I told you, you can ask someone else. But inside of these business accounts, you can create a bit more, ad accounts. So it's a bit complicated how it works, but again, I'm going to be talking about this a bit more detailed next time. So yeah. So guys, next thing that you need to do, we need to create an ad. So how to create an ad from this page? You go in here, business tools. You click on ads manager. It's gonna put you to this page. So I think you guys are familiar with these tabs. So there are campaigns, ad sets, and ads. Exactly the same as we had on LinkedIn. In here, we're gonna have our business account, our ad account, and I have just one for now. So again, the structure is the same as everywhere. Basically, on LinkedIn, we have the same structure. We have campaigns, we have ad sets, and we have ads. So I'm not gonna stop with this very much. So let's just create the campaign, and then we're gonna move through the whole process. So we're gonna click create. Now, the first thing that Facebook would ask us is our objective. So there are a few objectives. So we're gonna use brand awareness today. So brand awareness is just to tell as many people as possible about our brand. So they, for example, we created a new brand. I don't know, just started. We want to let people know about it. And to do that, we're just gonna basically choose something from awareness. This way, as many people will know about this brand. It doesn't mean that we're gonna get, like lots of subscribers or lots of sales in this case, but we would just want to let people know that here we exist. Next thing will go consideration. So we have traffic. Traffic is basically just traffic to your website, which is pretty good. Engagement, app installs. So let's say if you have owning an app um, on, I don't know, wherever, and you just want to tell people about your app, so you can choose this. Video views, if you planning to post with the videos, you can choose this option. um, if someone can mute themselves, because I can hear some echo. Okay, thank you. So video views is cool on Facebook because they're giving you a lot of information about video. So for example, if you started to run a video ad, they're gonna show you how many people watched until this second, or how many people watched until the last second, for example. So this is pretty cool, and I would recommend you to use it if you have a video. But you also, if you just want to run an ad for brand awareness with media, it's completely fine. You can create, for example, two campaigns, one with video views, another one with brand awareness. And this way you can test like what works better for your business, video views or brand awareness. Okay. So next thing is lead generation. Pretty straightforward, I think. Messages. Conversion, catalog source, and store traffic. So this is basically for stores. If you have a store and you want to sell a lot of products, I would choose this. And but obviously you have to have some knowledge from people. So for the start, I would recommend to get brand awareness. And as Paul would say, probably we would he would just use brand awareness most of the times, just to tell about new brand, and then all the money that they're using for Facebook, they would just use on Google Ads, because Google Ads is a bit more productive for its money. So today we're just gonna review brand awareness, how it works. So any questions so far, guys?
No, I think it's pretty clear.
Right. Okay. Let's move forward. So now we're gonna click continue, and it's gonna put us to this page. So campaign, we can put whatever campaign name you want, but I would put here what type of goal we have. So in our case, it's brand awareness. So we can just put here brand awareness, for example. So special ad categories. So you're required to declare if your ads are about social issues, blah blah blah. So if you want to, if you're managing a account for a politic, some people like this, you can just click in here. It's gonna, whenever they are running your ad, it's gonna show on ad that it's from this category. Now here we're gonna go to type of buying, for example. In our case, for some reason, they're only showing me auction. um, Campaign objective, you can change it in here. If you're gonna click in here, campaign spending limit, you can add a limit of how much this campaign will spend. So for example, we have a campaign which called brand awareness. So in here we can put, for example, $100, and those $100, they will go all over ad sets that we're going to create. Okay, so you can do it. I would recommend you to do that, but if you don't feel like, you can just continue with budgeting on the ad themselves. So we're just gonna turn off for simplicity this time. A/B testing. So they basically testing your campaign, and campaign optimization. Um, Again, as I told you, campaign optimization. Hello. Okay, so campaign optimization will basically distribute, as it says in here, your budget across ad sets to get more results depending on your delivery optimization. So basically, they're gonna take, for example, if you have few ad and you have, I don't know, some budget in here, it's gonna just deliver your that money through all ad sets, and it's gonna choose the one that performs the best, and it's gonna give a bit more money to the other ad sets. So, but again, you can set it all in your ad sets. So after you check this, because this is basically what we made on the first page, it's just like confirmation page, I would say. We're just gonna click next, and now we're going to the most funny part, which is creating ad sets. Again, it's the same as LinkedIn. It's going to be, the funniest part where we're choosing um, all the information about people, all this type of stuff. So any questions on creating a campaign? Okay. So now ad sets. Ad set, as I said, it's the same as on LinkedIn. So in here we're gonna put ad set name. I would recommend you to put ad set name as the last thing. Why? Because you wanna first, put all the information, like do some targeting, and then you would like to put it all in here. Because why? You wanna test with you don't want to create just one ad set. You want to create like few, I would say, if you want to do something more targeted, and you want to try targeting several audiences with different interests and behaviors, just to see which performs better, and then you would put it in here. But we're gonna come back to this. So the dynamic creative, I would not use it, because um, they just basically taking care of your ad a bit more than you would, and it doesn't let you to put, when you're actually creating an ad, it doesn't let you create do more stuff when creating an ad. So I would not use it, but if you want, you can use it. We're gonna again talk about this more in the next class. So now we're gonna go to budget. So here we have budget, daily budget or lifetime budget. So lifetime budget, we can put, whatever money we have. For example, if we have, I don't know, $100, we're gonna put $100 in here. So start date as always, as everywhere, I think, 12/30. And lifetime or daily budget. So daily budget, they're gonna have daily budget of, for example, $10 every day. They're gonna every day they're gonna just run $5 from your bank account, and they're gonna run ads for this $5. If you're doing this, it's fine, but put end date. So if you for some reason forget, you just don't run out of money, because it's going to continue running until it wants, if you're not going to put the end date. um, Lifetime is basically over here. I have $350. That's how much you can spend. So for example, we have December 30th until January 30th. During this month, it's gonna um, try to spend $350. When I'm going to show um, to hide option, I'm sorry, to more options, it's gonna say show us ad scheduling. And why ad scheduling is good is because you can choose when you're gonna run your ad. So for example, you have a company that works from 9 to 6, and if they are doing that, you can just choose the time when this ad will be running. So for example, here we chose from 9 to 6. It means that this ad will be running only during these hours. And if someone sees that ad and wants to call the company, they're just gonna call during these hours. But after that, because nobody, for example, works in that company during that hour, like at 9, this ad just not gonna run on Facebook. Okay, so this feature is pretty cool, and I would use it if you have, I don't know, business that if for example you want to make people call you, or do a lead form. I know a lot of companies, they just require the salespeople to call at, I don't know, 10 minutes after they got the lead, which is pretty good, but um, that's how they can achieve it. You can just schedule an ad, and only during these hours you're gonna have this ad running. So any questions so far? Okay. So again, we're gonna close it. We don't need it right now. I just wanted to show you. So now we go into audience. Audience, again, it's the same, but it has a bit less detailed targeting because Facebook just you're not giving as much of information to Facebook as to LinkedIn. For example, LinkedIn, we were given a lot of, who we are, how, what position we have, and what type of interest we have. And on Facebook, you can have interest too, but really not many people are putting in their job position in there. So it is going to work for a different type of people and different type of businesses better. For example, restaurants. So custom audiences. We can create lookalike, custom audience. So for now, we're not gonna stop on it because we don't have any lookalike audience. But if you're gonna have it, you can do it. We're gonna go straight to locations. So locations, you can add multiple locations in here as everywhere, but it works a bit differently in here. So for example, I'm sorry. So let's choose USA. And if you want to add another country, let's say Canada, you're just gonna type basically below Canada, and it's gonna add another country to you. And let's say Mexico as well. So you see, they're even like asking you if you want, you can add North America as a region. So you can choose regions. You can choose, I don't know, Africa if you want. Let's see. So Africa, and they're gonna, include the whole country. So it depends. Depends on yeah. Okay, so it depends on type of business you're running. If you want to have the whole country, you can have the whole country. If you have restaurant, for example, I would choose something more broad, like I don't know, sorry, narrow, like the city or neighborhood, whatever you feel like. So depends on your business, but let's just go like this right now. And then here, I forgot to tell, we have options to to which people we want to target it. So on Facebook, you usually put the city you're in. So there are a few options. So first is people living in or recently on this location. So for example, people who are living in New York, or they're just visiting location that city, you can choose in here. So people living in this location who are just living, we're not gonna show to travelers. To travelers, I'm sorry, just who been in New York, we can show it. I don't know, maybe a real estate agency would work with this, and travel into this location. So for example, they have their hometown in Los Angeles, but they recently visited New York. You can choose this. I would say this would work best for people from car rentals, for example. Uh, I don't know, or some businesses like this, who are attracting tourists. But let's just go to people living in this location. So that's how this country stuff working. You obviously will be able to exclude some countries if you don't want to, and for example, I don't know, Panama. Let's say we don't want to Panama. So if we're gonna choose we don't want Panama, it's not gonna include Panama to the to our list of countries, even if it would be, for example, in North America. I believe it is. But yeah, you can exclude as well. The same stuff as goes to LinkedIn. Now age. Remember on LinkedIn we cannot choose age because they have some anti-discrimination policy, and they're not really asking for your age anywhere. So you can't really know what exact age people are having. But here on Facebook, you need it for registration purposes. So for that, Facebook is asking you your age, and because of that, you can basically put, age, whatever age you want it. So for example, if we want to from 18 to 50, we can choose from, I don't know, 23. For our business, it's actually going to be from 23 or 22, I would say, but it doesn't stop in there. Now, this is pretty straightforward. Gender, all men, women. If you have, I don't know, let's say a shop that sells underwear for women, I would obviously choose women. If you have something more men, I don't know, something for hunting, for example, although a lot of women are doing hunting as well, but if you want to target just men, for example, you can just do men, and you can create another ad set with only women. So just play with it. Obviously, you're not creating just one ad set, you're creating most of it. But right now, let's just click with all gender. Now, detailed targeting. So in here, it's a bit more interesting because in here we can select actually behavior of people. So for example, if you want to target people who are buying on Facebook sample, we can put engaged shopper. So engage shopper, for example, is a behavior. So we can, if we're gonna click in this, we're gonna target people who are clicking on that button to shop now or to buy now. So they're buying something on Facebook, and you see, you can click this. You can, I don't know, add uh, whatever interest that they have. Let's say, um, I don't know, whatever interested basically you have, you can click on grandma, for example. Let's say you love being a grandma or stuff like that. So you can just add as many behaviors as you want, interest, demographics in here, and you can just add it, and you can narrow down the amount of people that you're gonna target. I would recommend you to go for brand awareness. I wouldn't recommend you to go too much. Like in this case, we chose too many countries, obviously. Um, so I wouldn't do that because you want to see how it performs the best. So do not choose a lot of demographics, interests, or behaviors. Choose like few, and if you want to test another set for that, you would just create a new one, and you would just put different demographics. So here we're just gonna go with engage shopper. So like this, and it you see it narrow down our audience 4 times. So from 5 million, it narrowed down for 210 million. And languages. So languages, because for example, in our case, we're running in Canada, United States, and Mexico. Let's delete Africa, we don't need it. So we have 92 million people. In here, we would choose languages, Spanish, obviously, and English. Also, once we're going to create an actual ad, we're going to see that there is an option for an ad to be to have specific language. So for example, if like I was living in Ukraine, there are like 2 languages in there, and I was choosing one ad for Ukrainian, one ad for Russian language, and you can run this ad for different people. And it's going to be the same ad, but it's just going to have different language. But in here, on this stage, we just targeting people who have their Facebook with these languages, with English or Spanish. And if you want to add some other language, for example, Swahili, you can add Swahili if you want, or whatever other language you feel like is going to help you with your targeting. Now we're gonna go to more options. So in here, we're gonna have connection. For example, we have already created a page and we already have some people. And because we don't want to those people to subscribe to follow our page, because we already have them and we don't want to spend our ad money on them, we can choose here. So for example, um, people who like your page, I don't know, someone of you have a huge page with a huge amount of products and you want to target only to those people who subscribe to you because they're already interested in your product, you can choose in here and it's gonna let you um, target to only those people who like your page, or exclude people who like your page if you don't want to show your ad to people who likes your page, or friends, or apps, events, whatever type of business you're running. So in our case, we're not going to choose any because we don't need that, but that's basically how it works. So you can target more specifically people um, who are there with you. Now placements, there are automatic placement and there is manual placement. So as always, we would better go with manual placement. So automatic placement is basically they're just gonna show you ad in as many places as possible. And money-wise, it's the worst option because they're just not gonna, think about the result. They're just gonna think more about how to spend your money, but they're gonna show it everywhere. So sometimes you might use it if you feel like. It all depends on type of business you're running. By the way, guys, any questions in regards of this section? Okay, back to placements. So we're gonna go with manual placement because manual placement will allow us to see a bit more options. So in here, the first option would be devices. So we can click in here, all devices, mobile or desktop. So for example, if you have an app for your phone, you can just exclude desktop because you don't really need to show your app to people who are using desktop, right? You need to show to only who might be on the phone and install your app for their phone. So that would make more sense for you. But right now, let's just go to mobile and desktop because we have more general business. We don't really need to, choose in here. Now, here will be platforms. So we have audience network, we have Facebook, we have Messenger and Instagram. Again, depends on your business. In here, you see they're showing some restaurant with a tart of figs. I would say that Instagram for them would be the best, obviously, and Facebook. Messenger, not so much. So I would say you choose for whatever business you have. But if you have more of a visual business, of course, Instagram and Facebook will work. Messenger, I don't know if you saw those ads on Messenger, like to me they feel weird, so I would never choose it. But again, depends on your business. If you feel like, just do it. Now we have asset customization, so we have a lot in here, right? For starters, I would choose always feeds. So feeds is basic ad that you can see on Facebook. So as you see in here on the screen, you're just going to scroll through the feed. You're gonna see your, I don't know, some friends' photos and stuff, and then eventually you're gonna see some restaurant popping out, and they're just gonna have their ad. So in here you can choose stories. Not sure how good stories working for Facebook, but they do work. Obviously for Instagram it would be a lot better. So if you want, you can choose for Instagram as well. So stories, again, we're not gonna choose it right now for us. In stream, so for example, watching videos, a lot of people are watching videos on Facebook, and there are like these 15-second ads on Facebook that you cannot skip after 5 seconds. So this is that. If you watching a video, it's gonna show your ad on that video. So for this, I would obviously use more video ads than just picture. So we're just gonna click it off. We don't need it. On search, I would say one of the most useless things, because I don't think there were many people are actually um, searching something like that on Facebook and checking an ad. But you can do it, of course. Why not? Plus, I believe it shows on your marketplace, which could be useful. So if you want to use it, messages is basically here. You see a messenger, and then there will be like a huge ad on between messages, and then in article. Um, they have some content from publishers, and that's where it's going to appear, and apps and sites. As the same way as LinkedIn doing, Facebook have some apps and websites that are partnering with them, and they're just going to show your ad in there. So for example, if we have I don't know, let's say app on your phone, and it's usually free apps that are doing that, from time to time they're just going to show your ad. So that's how it works. But for the starters, for the very start, I would recommend just go with the feeds. It's the classic option. It's I don't know, it's just the option that is most of people using. So let's go with feeds. And plus, it's for simplicity. We have reached, by the way, 1901 people, which is fine because again, we just want to show our ad to as many people as possible. Now we're going to more options. So now in here, I don't know if you guys had, but like a few years ago, for example, I was having this weird ad saying that your iPhone has viruses, and please install, this app that helps you to fight them or something like that. So that's how they were doing that. Basically, they're going to this option, and you can choose whatever device you have. For example, we're going to choose iOS, which is Apple, and in here we can choose, for example, a very specific device. For example, I don't know, iPhone 12, let's say. So we're gonna choose a specific iPhone 12, and they're gonna show to users of this specific phone model all the the whole ad. So that's where it comes from. So if you feel like you might use it, you can use it. There are obviously other devices, but let's just go with all mobile devices. Next option that we have is only when connected to Wi-Fi. For example, if you have, so why would you use it? If you have a content that you feel like needs more engagement from people, that needs to, for people, they just need to sit in there and just basically read what you did, or about your content, or they want to fill the lead form, this type of stuff, you would choose this option. Um, what it means that people are usually connected to Wi-Fi. They are usually at home, or they're in a comfortable environment where they can actually, scroll through their Facebook without being in rush. If they're not connected to Wi-Fi, it means that they're usually in a car, or I don't know, in some public transport. So if you feel like your ad needs to have more engagement or more attention from people, I would choose this. But again, it's optional. So if you don't want to choose this, it's completely fine. And now we're gonna the last option is exclude content and publishers. For you see, it's not available for every type of ads. But for example, in stream videos, so if we have a publisher in let's say the most annoying one is 5 minutes crafts, right, on Facebook. So if we don't want to show our ad with those people, we can just exclude them, and this way we're not going to show our ad in their videos, although their videos are driving so many views that I would say it's actually a pretty good idea to do that. So that was about this section about placements. Any questions so far? All right. Now we're going to optimization for ad delivery. So in here, we're unable to choose any because of brand awareness. So basically, they're just gonna, as they're saying there, choose the event you want to optimize for in your ad set. Your selection affects who sees your ads to get the desired outcome. For example, if you choose to optimize for link clicks, it will show you ad the most people likely to click your link. So again, if we would change in here to oh, we cannot hear it in the campaign. If we're gonna change the goal, we will be able to choose something from here. And the same with cost control, because it's brand awareness, it's just gonna show to as many people as possible. If we're gonna choose more options, it's gonna show us to when you get charged. So impressions, because we're talking about brand awareness, we're unable to change it. But if you're choosing other options, there will be other options. Again, next session we're going to talk about this more detailed because it's a lot to talk about. And delivery type. So here will be two. Usually there are two types. It's standard and fast. Fast delivery. So fast delivery is good for example, if you have events starting tomorrow and you want to get as you know as much of the result as possible, you would choose fast result, and it's just gonna take so much money from you, but it's gonna uh, run your ad nonstop, and it's gonna run your ad to so many people. So if you feel like you need it, you might use it. Again, you see, we cannot choose it right now, but basically what it does standard is just slowly spending your money. Fast delivery will spend your money very quickly, and they're just gonna give you the more results in the shortest amount of time. So it's good if you have something going on in a few days, you can use it. But basically, that's all about ad sets. As you see, it's kind of similar to LinkedIn. Um, very similar information that we need to put, very similar placements, all this type of stuff. So any questions so far? Okay, let's go to the creating an actual ad. So the last thing that we're gonna review today is, oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you about, oh, no. Okay, so we said about the name of the ad set. So why would I recommend you to do that at the last? Because we have, we can create several ad sets, and we want to test which ad set will work best for us. So for example, if we choose here United States, Canada, and Mexico, we can just put North America. We can put information that we put in here. For example, it's going to be 2365. And in here, we can put engaged shoppers. So this way, we understand, we quickly can understand what type of people we're targeting on this ad set. And if we want, we can just, once we created the whole ads, we're gonna see this. We can just, edit this ad, for example, and put different age. And this way we can, target different ages or different type of people or different region without, going into depth and without creating, like completely new ad set. So we can just, edit this, the one that we already created. And this way it's just gonna save some time for you. Okay. So that was ad sets. Now we're going to creating an ad. So in here, we're gonna just put the name of the ad. Aleph class. So it's pretty straightforward. Now, Facebook page. What Facebook page you wanna target. So in my case, I have this very old page, and so I'm going to use this. We can also in here connect our Instagram account, because we chose in ad says that we want to target them on Instagram as well. So I'm going to just choose, the same account basically, but you can create it in here. You saw the option. So if you feel like you need to create an account, you can do that. Now we're going to go to ad setup. So in here, we can create an ad, use existing post, or use Creative Hub mockup. So I would not use this, but I would use either create an ad or existing post. If your post for some reason are looking like an ads on Facebook, you can use it. But in here, we're just gonna go to create an ad, like from scratch. So we have a few options. We have single image or video, or we have a carousel. So if you're gonna create, if we're just gonna choose single image or videos, it's just like this. It's just regular video. And carousel, it would be basically a few images. So we have, I know AliExpress is doing a lot of carousels. They're just gonna show a lot of products, and you see that's how it's gonna look. It's gonna have a few pages. Nice for shops. Like if you have a shop and you want to showcase a few products, you can do that. But let's just go with single image or video. So full screen mobile experience. So what is it's new actually. So capture people's attention instantly with a fast loading mobile optimized experience that opens when they interact with your ad. Okay, so basically when we are clicking in there, some other video can appear, and they're just gonna continue with the ad. So I don't know, pretty simple, I think. Now next is ad creative. So in here we can basically change media, we can edit media, turn into video. So in here, if you're gonna go to change media, we can see that first it's gonna show all the account images. For example, if you have a page and it have posted some pictures or videos, you can click in here. You can also choose business images. So if you want Instagram images, if you have um, so this page has some images on their Instagram, so we can choose one of these if you want. And the page images, again, the same. There was an option to also use stock photos, but I don't see it right now. So the here's the height of white for every image that you need to do. So it's usually 1080 by 600 pixels. It's the best. It's basically the format for the ad. So we're just gonna choose this. Voila. So we have the picture. So in here we're gonna put primary text. So in here, shop address, for example, it's gonna show in here. We can also add options. Another option for primary text if you want. We're not going to do that right now because we don't need it. And lastly, add a website URL. So I would do that all the time because we want to put people onto our website, especially when it's shop. Like if we have a shop, we want the people to go to our shop and buy something there. So we're gonna click add website. So headline, I don't know. In here we have Bertan. So I just put Bertan. So it's gonna show in here. Bertan now. Bertan is a shop. So we're just gonna give him some time, and you see it appeared in here. website URL. Again, if you have a website, I will put it in there. And display link. For example, if you want, for example, we have this link in here, but we want to say it's Bertan. Jesus. Well, we're not going to put it because it just doesn't allow us to see anything. I'm sorry, guys. My computer lags a bit because of streaming. Next thing, call to action. So again, the same. Listen now, apply now, book now. You know, lots of options. In our case, it's a shop, so we're gonna choose shop now. And it's gonna show like this. So basically, that's how ad looking like. Exactly the same things as on LinkedIn, for example. So I don't think it's a surprise for you. In here, you can check, you know, how it's gonna look in other on other platforms. For example, Instagram. Here is again Facebook, just somewhere else, like on the marketplace. It's in video, and here is shop now, but on Instagram, I don't see any difference, by the way. Oh, it's just different sources, so explore and feed. So that was how you actually create in a, you know, like picture ad. So pretty simple. Next goes languages. So languages, you can create a few languages. So as I showed you, as I told you before, because we have, you know, for example, in Canada, there are two languages, French and English. We can put, you know, create the same ad, and we're just gonna put different languages in here, as you see. The same goes for the US, for example, Spanish and English. We're just gonna put different in different languages, and this way, if we have in Canada a person from Quebec who speaks French, and they have their Facebook page in French, it's gonna show to them on French, but to other people, it's gonna show in English. But it's going to be the same ad, and I would say it's pretty useful in North America because usually countries are speaking two languages. In Europe, if you want to run an ad for the whole Europe, you're gonna have to, you know, put all how many, like 24, 30 main languages if you want, and that's how you're gonna run your ad. Now tracking, we're not gonna stop in here because we don't have Pixel yet. We're gonna do it next time. But basically, that's how you're gonna create your ad. So okay, set up your account, Mexico, la, la, la. Yes. Okay, we're not gonna do that right now because we don't want them to draw money from me. So yeah, guys, basically that's how it works. So once we're going back, we're gonna see that we have our campaign, we have our ad set, and we have our ad already created. So any questions so far? Okay. Okay, no questions. So I understand. Okay, guys. So that's basically all was about how to start running campaign on Facebook. Next time, probably next week. We didn't create a schedule yet, but we will. Let me just stop sharing. So next time we're gonna be talking about more detailed about budgeting, about the pixels, you know, more detailed stuff. Today we just were like. It was more like introducing to Facebook. This session was recorded again, and if someone, you know, missed it, we can watch it. I'm surprised we have 24 people actually today. But guys, any questions before we stop?